KVGC News Time, 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Hey, let's take a look at what's going on in the way of local news for this Wednesday, the 19th day of June for 2019. Well, Pacific Gas and Electric announced a $2 billion settlement Tuesday as part of a negotiated civil settlement for a string of wildfires caused by the embattled utility. The settlement deal, part of the utility company's ongoing bankruptcy process, involved fires caused by PG&E equipment in 2015, 17, and the Camp Fire in November. PG&E officials on Tuesday issued a statement saying the utility has reached a handful of settlement as part of its financial reorganization plan underway in federal bankruptcy court. The deal must still be approved by the federal bankruptcy judge overseeing PG&E's finances. The utility said it also reached agreements with public entities hit by the 2015 Butte Fire, which includes the Calaveras County Water District. CCWD has accepted a mediator's proposal of $3 million to resolve the district's claims. Now, the proposal is exclusive of and does not affect the claims of any residents, individuals, or businesses. In total, the settlement deal involved 14 Northern California cities and counties.
Well, crews recovered the plane and body of the pilot yesterday, 2 days after the aircraft crashed into Lake Tulloch. The pilot, the only person aboard the plane when it went down, and has been identified as Trent Johnson. The plane was found around noon Monday, 110 feet underwater. By Tuesday afternoon, crews able to recover the plane, with Johnson's body found inside. A witness told authorities the plane hit power lines at about 11:45 Sunday morning, went into the lake nose first, near the Poker Flat area, and then sank. The crash is under investigation by local and federal aviation officials.
And a man currently in custody in Calaveras County Jail is now facing murder charges. According to Deputy District Attorney Brad Jones, Dave Fagundes, a 41-year-old Washington State resident, has been charged with murder, arson causing great bodily injury, criminal threats, and resisting peace officers by threats or violence. Now, these charges all stem from a May 30 incident involving a burning SUV with a body inside. Yesterday, Calaveras coroner Kevin Raggio said his office ID'd the victim in the vehicle using dental records as 49-year-old Tony Gilbert of Manteca, adding that she was the half-sister of Fagundes. The suspect was found near the scene of that vehicle fire on Lower Telegraph Road near Highway 4 back in Copperopolis on the 30th. The incident was originally reported as a crash. Fagundes remains in custody. His bail has been set at $2 million bail. His next court date is set for this Friday in Calaveras County Superior Court.
And smoke visible throughout San Andreas and the surrounding area yesterday due to a planned control burn. Around 14 acres of grass and oak woodland near the San Andreas ball field was burned off to reduce the hazardous fire fuels. It was also a chance for firefighters to gain training on active wildfire. The fire was ignited in the mid-morning. Calls began to come into the KVGC studios asking about a fire in the San Andreas area. Crews wrapped up the burn in the late afternoon. Now, smoke throughout the fire was visible from Highway 49, Mountain Ranch Road, and parts of Amador County. Cal Fire, San Andreas Fire Protection, Calaveras Consolidated Fire, and Central Calaveras Fire and Rescue all took part in the exercise. And
early yesterday, Amador El Dorado unit of CAL FIRE began conducting a fuel reduction training burn outside of Ione at the Sacramento Valley Shooting Center off Meese Road. They will continue that again today. This annual burn helps mitigate hazards at the shooting center and gives firefighters live fire training in a controlled environment. Smoke again will be visible in the area. And we spoke with Ione Fire Chief Ken Mackey early this morning, and Fire Chief Mackey says he will be getting us a press release involving a small fire yesterday outside of Ione. Actually broke out last night just after 9 o'clock along the train tracks near Howard Park.
And Caltrans contractors and crews have begun a major paving project from Martel to the Amador-El Dorado County line. Work going to begin in earnest, not until the first week of July. But there is one significant area of damaged road that does need to be repaired before that paving can begin. The section near Bell Road, close to the El Dorado County line, the work there will require 24-hour flagging due to the entire roadway being dug out and replaced. The work at the location is scheduled to last through this week. Now, the paving for the rest of the project will include dig-outs and grinding at various locations. Caltrans has yet to announce which direction they'll start the paving, but it will likely progress straight from one end to the other. Work south of Highway 16 will mostly be night work, while north of Highway 16 will be primarily during the day. Expect delays of no more than 10 minutes.
And Nexus Youth and Family Services invites all to the Jackson Cinema tonight, for a special showing of the film Suicide, The Ripple Effect. The film chronicles the story of Kevin Hines, who at the age of 19 attempted to take his life by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. Since then, Kevin has been on a mission to use his story to help others stay alive and find recovery. Newly released figures show suicide rates among young people in the U.S. have increased to their highest since 2000. Researchers from the Harvard Medical School analyzed data from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention's underlying cause of death database and found that the suicide rate in people aged 15 to 19 increased from 8 per 100,000 in 2000 to 12 per 100,000 in 2017. Tonight's event starts at 7:30. Guest speaker Kevin Baldwin will follow the film with his life experience as a suicide attempt survivor, his message of hope, and an opportunity for questions and answers will follow. For more information, contact Nexus today at 257-1980, extension 102. And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Wednesday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, follow us on Facebook and visit our webpage at kvgcradio.com.